Hi everyone, welcome to MSS 220, Media History and Memory. My name is Professor Susan Riello and I'll be your instructor for this online summer class. And I'm really looking forward to getting started with all of you. So this video is just going to be a brief introduction to our course expectations, our deliverables, and basically what we'll be doing over the next 7 weeks together. And I'll also give you a little bit of an introduction to myself and my involvement in teaching this course. So, as I mentioned, my name is Susan Riello. I've been teaching this course now for about 5 years, both online and on ground. I teach in person each semester at Quinnipiac, and I love it. I love working with the undergraduates and exploring all of this material with you, so I hope you enjoy it as well. In addition to this class, I teach a graduate class for the university in designing and utilizing assistive learning technologies for the School of Education. And professionally, I'm the program manager of instructional design at the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence, so I work with their online and digital learning environments there. Personally, I live in Cromwell, Connecticut with my husband Luke and my cat Atlas. He's a little black cat that you're probably going to see in the background of many of my videos throughout the semester. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the view of the syllabus and kind of take you on a walkthrough of the course. So I'm going to minimize my video here. And as you'll see, the course is set up with announcements, which I use frequently. I'm going to send you guys a preview week announcement shortly. The syllabus and course document area has all of our syllabus and agenda, rubrics, information about taking a Blackboard course, and other important policies. We have our learning modules, which will be basically the place where you'll find all of the weekly content. Our discussions. Of course, you can check your grades in the grades area and the resources. And of course, if you need any tech support, you can click this button and reach our QU Online support staff, who are great. So I'm going to take you into this first link here that says Course Syllabus and Agenda. And this has basically your whole guide for the semester. So you'll just see some introductory information here and the course description. So basically, you probably have read this when you signed up for the course, but the course really examines the relationship between media, history, and memory. And we talk about the role that media plays in kind of shaping our individual and collective memories of different historical figures, events, and eras, mainly focusing on the past 100 years, but more so like the 40s and 50s to now. And we're going to evaluate a variety of different kind of media, photographs, newspaper articles, newsreels, movies, TV shows, and all of that. And I think this material is even more timely today because I know that you all have gone through an incredible transition over the past couple of months, maybe even less than 2 months, transitioning to online learning through the COVID-19 crisis. And I know that's been difficult for a lot of you. Hopefully you've kind of found your footing amongst all of this. But we're going to be kind of taking a look at what's going on right now as a huge moment in history through the lens of the media and how we're learning about it. So we're going to try to make some real life connections to the crazy moment that we're living through right now as well. So you can read our learning objectives here if you'd like. And then the course material. So you probably saw this already, but there's no required textbook for this course, but there are several online readings and viewings that you'll be asked to take a look at. Everything is accessible through Blackboard. And as for communication, I am so committed to making myself available to you whenever you need. I can speak on the phone if you need to. Email is best, so I probably will get back to you within 12 to 24 hours, probably sooner than that. And again, as I mentioned before, I'm going to send you announcements through Blackboard and get them emailed to you as well. So be sure to check on that frequently. I'll also be holding virtual office hours through Zoom. You guys are probably very familiar with Zoom at this point from all that has happened over the past semester. And I usually hold this course asynchronously, which means that you don't have to be logged in at the same time to complete the work. But I am thinking of offering some synchronous live sessions just so we can build that sense of community. I think it's definitely a different learning environment than it was before spring break of this past year. So I will keep that in mind. And if I do hold live sessions, I'll send you guys a doodle poll or a survey so you can just let me know when is the best time for you. So I'm going to show you the course agenda momentarily, which has all the dates and kind of the plan for the semester. But these are our major assignments. So we're going to have class discussions and peer responses, mostly written. And then we're going to do a World War II or Vietnam presentation, which I'll explain in more detail a little bit later. But this is basically going to be you watching a film related to the World War II or Vietnam War. And you're basically going to discuss whether or not the filmmaker kind of had the right to tell this story and whether it should be considered a historical artifact. So I think it's a really fun assignment and hopefully you'll enjoy that. That's a larger part of the grade. And then the living history essay, which is basically an interview that you're going to conduct with someone who lived through a particular event in the past 50 or so years that you're interested in, which I think you'll enjoy as well, hopefully. So you can read through all these guidelines about discussions. I have a word suggestion here for 250 to 350 words. Thoughtful peer responses. We want to really create that sense of community and that you're supporting each other. We also have a few module reflections, some other guidelines here, and just some kind of basic but important information here about attitude and professionalism, kind of netiquette, or speaking kind of appropriately and politely, even if you differ in opinion than someone. Because I think if you differ in opinion, it's actually more interesting sometimes, but it's a way that you craft it. The late work policy, it's going to be 5 points per day, but hopefully you guys get this from this video, but I'm always open to working with you. So I know that we all are probably dealing with some crazy things that we never thought we would have to deal with. Some of you are responsible for, teaching or taking care of younger siblings, or a parent, or God forbid someone has COVID-19 in your household. So I know that a lot is coming up and things are changing daily. So just keep in touch with me. We'll work together if you're having trouble completing the assignments. I don't think you will, but just always email me or give me a call or whatever you need to work that out. Of course, academic integrity, very important to me. Please reach out to me rather than plagiarizing anything. I'd rather just give you an incomplete for the course and have you work on it later in the summer than you submitting plagiarized work. It's just not, you're all way too smart for that. So if you have an accommodation from the Learning Commons, just go ahead, email them and have them reach out to me, and I'm happy to help with that. Information about the Learning Commons, privacy policies, and everything are here as well. And here's our course agenda. So again, I won't go through all of this with you right now, but we're going to get started with our preview week, then talk about collective memory, move on to muckraking and kind of early media with Citizen Kane, then our World War II and Vietnam projects, JFK assassination, civil rights, and kind of internet era is what we'll end on. So again, I'm not going to overwhelm you right now by talking about the Vietnam World War II project. We're going to talk about that later in the semester, but the information is here if you need it. And then the living history essay, you're actually going to submit a proposal for this during your first 2 weeks. So I'm going to kind of explain that in another video. So again, I don't want you to worry about that too much right now. I just want to kind of give you an overview and let you know that the information is here. And then just the course reflection exercise, which is a requirement for 100 and 200 level courses. So that's basically a map of everything throughout the semester. So you probably found this video in the preview week area. So you're going to go ahead and get started by clicking on preview week, watch this video, which will be here, and just take a little review of everything that's there. And of course, if you have any questions as you go, please let me know. Again, I really want to have this be a collaborative kind of relationship throughout the course, and I'm really excited to work with all of you. So again, welcome. Hope everything is going well, and I really look forward to working together. Thank you.